Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to Temptations. It's been a while. I think we had to cancel one in December. The running gag is, we have to cancel. We do 2 games a month. We have to cancel one of them.
Yeah.
Killer is not going to be able to join us tonight. She is recovering, but we wish you well. We wish you were here. And if you want to jump in, I'll, jacked up on your medication, feel free. Because
Content, baby.
we could totally use the laugh.
That'd be
Anyway,
funny.
welcome back. Welcome to Temptations. I will hand it over to our amazing DM now, Psychic.
Yes, welcome to Temptation, Season 2, Episode 6, according to the calendar in the Discord. Because who pays attention to the episode numbers?
I do, baby. You
But
should,
yeah,
since you base
right.
our level ups on them.
Yeah, I already had that conversation with Coral earlier. He was like, did we level up? I'm like, this time we will. But speaking of episode 6, welcome. So the last episode we had started off back in the Bastion, back at our base, so to speak, after we had effectively dealt with Aldivar, the first god that the 4 of you had taken out. In doing so, you were able to absorb some of the powers that he had. So it did not make you extremely powerful. It gave you a little bit more to do with some things. I can't remember what. It's been over a month. But the last session, you guys were kind of just milling around, getting yourself sorted, trying to look up some information or so. And Rose had been kind of like pinpricked by this little beam of energy from a camera that you guys started to notice and find in the Bastion. The camera looked like a regular camera. Coral, with his true sight, had noticed that it was some wooden, druidic style, and had essentially, after I think it was a 10-minute ritual spell, Rose was like, "Hey, little guy," and having a little chatty chat, and it spoke back, and it was a camera that was set up by Hermona in the base. And that was after Persephone did a fuck you check and basically just clocked the whole thing from a mile away. So after a while, it had come to the attention that either, if it wasn't you 4, who had access to the Bastion? It was either Hermona or it was going to be one of the gods. Aldivar was dead, so you didn't have to worry about that one. Caglio, we know, isn't a physical entity. They are more of a kind of generalized idea of a being that can like go through technology. So it wasn't them. We know it's Headsman because Headsman hasn't done anything bad to us, but it couldn't be Tough because we don't know anything about her yet. So after talking to the camera, you had been told and confirmed your suspicions that Hermona had somehow done some magic and set up a little bit of surveillance for you guys. It also was just basically helping in some way. Y'all wanted to give it a name, and my DM brain was like, this isn't going to last long enough to have a name, so I'm just like, it doesn't have the intelligence required to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, score. So
oh, yeah, I do remember asking it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we don't need one. And then after a while, you guys decided to head off, and you drove to the main building, which the main capital building in Haven City in the realm was very similar to the government building that was in the world of Alauri. That you guys had gone to way back when the distortions were still happening. Charles was still nice to you guys and didn't try to kill you. But eventually, after you guys came in, the receptionist being quite shocked to see the 4 of you there. They had clearly known who you were and what was going on. So there's a lot more information running around the city, especially about you 4, than we were first led to believe. After a little while, you were called in and went up the elevator. You went all the way up to pretty much the top floor. And as you came out into Hermona's office, you guys met my new little tree friend that I put in a corner that basically has the personality of a puppy dog and grows fruits, all different fruits of all different kinds. And I love him, and if anything happens to him, I'm nuking this campaign.
So I cast Fireball.
I cast Fuck You. Same spell.
What do you
But
mean
yeah.
the tree knows counterspell? That's bullshit.
But yeah, essentially, you guys had walked in. You had noticed that Hermona was kind of sitting down at her desk. It's a very large, like half, like half circle, wooden desk. It's got computer screens. It's got papers all over the place. And we remember that Hermona is essentially running the city. Like she is the mayor. She is in charge. A little bit awkward at first, as she essentially tries her best to uh, convey the idea to Rose in the nicest way she can to understand that she isn't the same Hermona. So she wanted to make sure that that was known from the jump, so that basically she didn't get Rose's hopes up. Rose wasn't too like emotionally unready, essentially,
Good
which she
luck.
was able to do in a sense. But
Rose is still not
um,
emotionally prepared. Okay.
fair. And then the last thing in the last session was we started to have a bit of a crisis of ideas and how we go about things. Because after we had looked into the camera, looked into everything that was going on, I believe it was Persephone and Coral had both clicked in, or it could have been Persephone and Rose, I can't remember. But y'all had clicked in that out of the gods, Headsman and Caglio have never said anything rude or against Hermona. They hadn't said anything to directly antagonize you. They hadn't said anything to directly like attack or do anything to you guys. Caglio has been a bit over the top trying to be nice, especially appearing at the start in the Bastion to be like, hey, what's going on, Lamau? But it had been Oldivar and Tough that were a little bit less that we know about. So that had thrown us for a bit of a loop as well. So now we begin and start sitting down in our chairs, and Hermona is now kind of just doing the thing where she just kind of like walks in front so that you can see all of her, but she leans back and leans on the desk. She's got her arms crossed, but she looks quite nervous. There's no need for a check on that one. But yeah, at the end of the last session, she had basically said, there's nowhere to start, so let's start from the beginning. And then we cut. So it's easy for me to start from the beginning, but how about we do something else first and you ask me what you want to ask first? It's easy for me to give what I know. It's easier for you to just ask what you want.
Rose will look around just to see if anybody else is going to ask anything pressing, because her question's more personal. If she gets the hint that no one is.
We're going to let you take the lead on this one.
Okay.
Like, well, at least what Persephone was going to do.
This is kind of a bit of Rose's episode.
You've made it clear to me that you're not my Hermona.
Yeah.
But where is my Hermona? Does she exist in this world, in any world anymore? Or is she just gone?
She doesn't. There's no real light way to explain that, so I am sorry. But she was human. In your time, you were both human, and it had been a long time since. If I don't know if it's any consolation, but there wasn't anybody after you. She had spent the rest of her life doing what she said she wanted to and trying to fix her mother's issues. But she, yeah.
Did she do
Persephone has a
horrible
hard time
things?
hiding her face on that one.
Sorry?
I said Persephone has a hard time hiding her face at that answer, that there wasn't anyone after her. She's like, Mhm.
Don't you ruin this for me. Um, I don't even know if I want to know the answer to this next one, but did she do all those terrible things they said that she did?
Okay, so that is a lot easier to explain. That comes from the start. No, she herself hadn't done any of the things that people had been saying that she had done.
You see Rose
That
visibly, like, kind of slunk back in her chair and relax.
it started mostly as a rumor of some long red-haired young woman who was taking over. And if you remember at the time, her mother also had the same hair, had the same look. She was a spitting image. So a lot of the rumors kind of spiraled. When people get an idea of something, they don't listen to reason. Once they have an idea in their head, they don't care for proof. They don't care for context. They just run with the idea that they have. So a lot of the issues had kind of stemmed into this idea of this everlasting being lasting as long as she did. Unfortunately, her mother did last the full time that she had. She did die 50 years before. But Hermona had done a lot to help and prepare the people against her mother's rule. It's just how do you prepare people for something that can last for so long? If that makes sense.
I knew she wasn't capable of that. I told everybody, but
History is written by the winners, which goes so hard.
almost makes it useless.
Well, it is the past. And while we can look back to the past and listen to what has happened and seen and learn from them, we're not living there, we're living here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm
Okay?
sorry. This is so strange. You look just like her.
It's
And
a lot.
Rose has this a hard time kind of like at the same time doesn't want to look at her, but every time they lock eyes, she like can't look away.
Do you want to do
I,
any checks? Does anybody want to do any checks? Listening to Rose, anybody want to look anything?
I want to believe this so bad, I'm not going to check.
I'll do an insight
Like
check on it.
Rose wants to believe this, so she wouldn't even. Yeah,
Persephone doesn't
Oh wow.
doesn't her at all. I'd like to do maybe an insight check on her. I've got terrible insight.
good
So you
luck.
can
I
run
mean,
insight. I was going to ask Coral. He can do it at advantage because you have.
oh my
natural-
god,
Jesus Christ!
both
We're about to
just
read.
nat
I
20.
know a shady bitch when I see when I see one.
Okay, hold on. Two things. First of all, you say I don't have very good insight. You got a +6. That's decent insight. Second of all, you both nat 20'd her. Like
Yeah.
both of you.
They were
Holy
like,
shit.
she's talking to our friend. We're gonna clock this bitch.
Oh yeah.
That makes me feel good. You guys got my back.
I guarantee you, at any point, if Kill was here, Val would also probably get the nat 20 as well.
All three of them. And
Oh,
Rose
yeah.
is like, please just let this be true. It fits
Just let
so
me believe this.
so with what she wants to believe that she doesn't question it.
So, with natural 20s, as Hermona is talking, you are able to see in her face, in her facial features, how she's talking, her body, like her mannerisms, her body language. You can tell that she herself does seem like she's reading from the history books and how she's kind of running things. You know that she, in herself, she is telling the truth. You cannot sense any lies, you can't see any deception, anything like that. But you yourself are looking at her and noticing that she is reading from the history books. It's not like she has her own opinion. It's almost like she might have gone through this. or she might have lived through some of these experiences. With a natural 20, the Hermona in front of you is a different Hermona from what you have seen and what Rose has explained. But she isn't talking like this is from a history book. She's talking like she might have known what's going on or like has experience with something like this. Damn, I must have done well if the dog next door started whinging. I was like, fucking good.
So Persephone kind of just like, so I got a couple questions now. First of all,
clock that tea.
Why does everybody seem like they're surprised to see us now? What's up with that, huh?
Okay, so that also leads into the before. Obviously, we can jump around and I can put things together later for you if you need to. The reason for the surprise is that, essentially speaking, the four of you found in the Tower of Memories weren't supposed to be able to access the Tower of Memories. The people, the mortals down in the Lowry, they refer to as the Tower of Memories because when they enter, if they enter, they can only enter the first floor. And essentially that first floor is just basically like a memory zone. We can remember people, we can talk to people. For the Watchers in real life, the reference being made is the Far Plane in Final Fantasy X, where you can go and talk to your beloved ones that have passed away. That's the inspiration. So on the first floor, they get there, they can talk to their memories, they can interact, and essentially it's kind of like during immense grief, they could have that closure that they may not get naturally. We did have technology beforehand with the previous four, where we had created soul crystals. Essentially, they were like little images, little holograms that would, contain a soul of someone that has passed, and you could hold on to it, so that would help. But once that technology kind of died, I'd say about 300 years after, we as the gods wanted to give them something, because we know that the emotions are important to people. So we had created the Tower of Memories, the first floor for them. The reason you weren't supposed to be there is because that's how we get to a Lowry. That's how the gods go to your world. We can't just teleport between the realms. We're not that good. But we needed something to be able to keep an eye on things. So you guys climbed to the top of this tower, essentially, for lack of a better term, ascending to godhood. You're not gods.
Right. And so then that brings me to another question. What makes a god compared to us? Because we killed one.
Okay. So,
yeah, they don't seem that special.
Yeah, what makes them different compared to us?
I think it might be their general bad attitude.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Gods are horrible people. They believe they're immortal, and that means they can do whatever they want. It is, so frustrating. Stabbing one and being a real bit prick is very fun, though. But anyway, tangent aside, sorry. Essentially, the difference is faith. The difference is the religion. How many people are respecting and praying to the gods? How many people are able to do what they want? A good example, Bread and Butterfly is, for lack of a better term, your god. You created them from your faith, from your belief, from your prayer, and that's where a lot of us kind of got our starts over the millions and millions of years of history. The gods appear and they die, they are created and they fade away. It happens over time. The one that you guys had killed, Aldevar, he was a god, but after, I believe it was 400 years afterwards, people just lost faith. People weren't believing in him, people weren't thinking about him, and he lost that immortality. Tough, if you don't mind, I'll explain the others as well, but Tough has also lost their godhood. They don't see many people believing in them. Cacleo is kind of one of the most powerful people in the known universe. How do you get rid of knowledge? How do you get rid of intelligence? As far as a lot of people
Actually,
are concerned,
the United States has like a great playbook. If we're looking to do that, I
yeah,
mean,
but
we've
we're
got.
gonna put that idea. We're gonna put that idea on ice. Okay, it's okay.
Oh,
Oh.
damn. Oh, wow. All right, tangent gone.
Anyway, yeah. So essentially, Caglio is just, I mean, as far as we know, completely immortal. One, they have no physical body, and two, they're the god of knowledge. You enter a library, there's your god. Now Headsman, we don't know. As far as we're concerned, we don't know what he is, because he wasn't human before either, so we don't know how that works. I would love to test that theory one time, but we don't know how it works. So the reason you were able to kill Oldavar is less people believed in him over time, and he lost his godhood. He lost his immortality.
What was he the god of?
Oldavar?
Yeah.
He was the god of the soul. And as I said, the soul crystal lost its power and technology 400 years later.
Interesting. You said that the first floor of the tower was how you traveled to our world, but from what we've been told, our world no longer exists. Is that accurate, or have we been lied to yet again?
What you know of the Lowry and the places you had been are technically still there, but not what we remember. The world was never destroyed. So what essentially has been the rumor at the moment is there was a certain god who has been around for way too long that just can't fucking die, that is essentially powerful enough to manipulate the others. Over time, the lesser gods that start to lose their godhood, they start to become more mortal, they start to become susceptible, and he would essentially manipulate them, convince them to go down there, and there's your political leaders.
And who was this god that's manipulating everyone?
Let me take 1 minute to go back through my whole Rolodex of knowledge and see if I can remember a point.
There's a god for
Sorry?
that.
I was just making fun of Rolodex.
Yeah. I'm just picturing in my head just like constantly turning.
I was actually hoping you actually had a Rolodex.
Yeah, that would have been great. I don't think I've ever seen one of those in like real life. Maybe once.
My grandparents used to use them. I don't feel like there has been a singular moment where these two people have met in the campaign. Or at least not this version of Hermona. So Hermona's going to look at you and just kind of like take a moment to think. And because this version hasn't known about the things that have been going on, you've probably interacted with Charles. Charles was Oldavar. Do you know about Torval?
I get them confused sometimes, but that sounds familiar.
He's not exactly a trickster, but he can shapeshift. He kind of like essentially wants to start a fight all the time. He roll history, the three of you.
Sure.
Nice, Persephone. You scare me sometimes.
Any
She's
chance
over there crazy.
Is there any chance I can see it in this room and let me use perception?
No.
Is that another nat 20 Persephone, or is that just a high ass roll?
18.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Coral, I think it's safe to assume that with all of the talk about the gods and the deities and stuff like that, your mind is still half being able to like talk to your god, like your god that helped you back when you were a paladin. So you're you're getting a lot of conflicting information about what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
So that's an easy one to explain. Rose, with a 17, your mind is kind of going through all of the instances that you can think of where you have interacted with people that are definitely not like common species, common races.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of moments that kind of show up a little bit. There is a church, there is an open plain, there is a couple of other moments, but Persephone, you are frantically like just Googling the fuck out of this bitch. Torval is the same Torval that essentially resummoned Lando and made you fight him at the church.
Okay.
Torval is the person that was at the kind of open plain that turned into this giant creature and tried to kill you guys. Torval is all of these different things. But essentially, you lot are very familiar with Torval's bullshittery.
Yeah, I was like, you said that. And I was like, I definitely know that character, but I'd forgotten what his name was.
Yeah.
It just says, "Oh, this dude sucks." She didn't say anything else.
Right, Torval, yeah. Hermona's gonna kind of like wave her hand at her desk, type a few things in what it looks like she's just typing on the air. But after a little while, there'll be a little holographic screen that'll show up, and you'll be able to see Torval's face as it kind of appears.
I assume I recognize them now.
Yeah, everybody will recognize immediately now.
He does suck. You're right.
Yeah,
he's caused us
essentially
trouble.
Torval is kind of one of the first that appeared, and he's just never left. One of the hard parts about that is that his domain extends a lot further than what most people are capable of defeating. But he's losing his following slowly but surely. It's just going to take a little bit longer to do that.
What is his domain exactly?
Would you believe me if I said death itself?
You know,
Death, carnage, war.
I don't know if there's anything I wouldn't believe at this point. We've seen so much. So how does one lose? I mean, because death is always there. How does one lose their grip on that type of power?
By not being so fearful of it. We have watched over the past few thousand years, or as I'm sure the old gods and new gods would know, the past cycles of essentially what has been the adventuring party. But over the last few cycles, we have noticed and seen in the people of Alauri that people don't fear death as nearly as much as what they used to. They're more accepting of it. They're noticing that death is an inevitability and not just something that you can attempt to fix. Even the most powerful mages and liches, like even they don't fear death now. When you can create something to extend your life, it takes away the fear of it. So we've noticed over time that it's been getting better, but it's still difficult.
What about Torval? Does he fear death?
Of course he does. Just because you're the god of something doesn't mean you're immune to thinking about it.
I was just trying to figure out how cocky he was.
Oh, he's a real prick.
When you when a god dies, what happens to their portfolio, their domain?
Portfolio.
So,
That's what it's called in the rules. It really is. I'm not making that up.
Like they just drop, and it's just all of their doodles and things.
Yes.
You just, well.
I'd prefer it if I did anyway. Okay, so obviously a concept or an idea can't vanish. It's an idea, it's a concept. People are going to eventually think of the same thing at some point. So essentially what it is that happens is instead of a concept dying, the embodiment of it will. After a little while, if people start to think about that again, the embodiment will change into a different... Holy fuck, I just realized I'm making a real meta joke right now. I'm gonna say that one off camera. The embodiment of it, the first thing will die. After a while, people think of the same thing, and the new embodiments will be created. So think of it more like instead of the idea dying, it's a vessel instead. Or like a puppet.
So, if
Would it be
we
this-
are
Oh, sorry.
becoming gods, do we have our own domain?
This is new to me, and new to a lot of people. Obviously, the gods
questions now.
This is new because the gods, as I've said before, the gods start off as an idea and then an embodiment is created. You guys have started with the embodiments, and the concepts are being created around you.
But we're not unique, right? The others that came before us, did they not become gods from killing gods?
Exactly, and have half created their own legacy. But that legacy, that idea was created first, and they became the embodiments of it.
I see. Okay.
And if we want to get technical, they shouldn't really kill gods. They killed like maybe 2.
Well, we're halfway there. Although I guess he wasn't technically a god anymore either. Quarter of the way, maybe.
So,
You
what has
say
happened
that.
to the domain of the soul? Exactly. Then.
So it's simply that the idea about it has changed. So originally the soul was something that you could capture in the crystal. The crystal would capture the soul, the essence of the person, and you could watch it like a little image or like a little video that would play. You could talk to it, it would respond sometimes, but they were essentially just a soul. There was no body. 400 years after the concept, the idea of that kind of died because people believed that it was unethical. People believe that when you die, you should be able to continue on, that your soul shouldn't be trapped in crystal. So the concept and the idea had changed. So now, instead of the soul being trapped in this crystal, essentially the Tower of Memories was created as a place to give the idea of it, but the soul isn't there because we're doing it off of the memories. So the person is gone, that doesn't change, but they are at peace. They're not being trapped. And now what we see in the tower is your memories of the person. They can't interact with you. You're just seeing what you remember.
Is there still a way to contact those souls, though? Or is the memory all that remains? Like, what happens to the actual soul now?
So, there is supposedly... I can't really answer it because, I mean, I don't have to worry about that. That was morbid, I'm sorry. But essentially, there is a place where all of the souls kind of go to. Some people call it the afterlife, some people call it the great expanse, some people just call it the after, or what comes next. But essentially, they are gone. There's no soul once they're gone. The body leaves, and what is left is more so the memory that we have. So if that is a way for people to feel better about themselves and be able to cope with the idea of losing someone, then we let them, because we don't want to take that away from them.
If, hypothetically, there was someone who was able to cast the most powerful of magics that could bring someone back that had died already, would they actually be getting their soul back, or?
No.
Am I to understand that you're nerfing the true resurrection spell? Is that what I should believe? Did my end game just get shattered?
Essentially, the funniest part is if you say that in character, it can
I
have an
would.
in-character answer too.
I wouldn't, because she wouldn't know the name of it. Like, she wouldn't.
Yeah. Essentially put, you can't replace a person's soul. You can't bring a soul back. It would still be the person. That person would just have a new one created off of the memories that you have. So they would still be them. They would still be their own person. They just, when you know, they're them, but they're not them.
So we end up with ChatGPT souls.
We're not using that as the example, but the answer is yes.
Where we would end up with essentially a person's clone, from what I'm understanding, a new soul with the same
Yeah.
memories of the other
Created
person.
from the memories of the old one.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm good at
Interesting.
this.
That begs the question to me, though: what truly makes a person a person? Is it their soul or is it their memories? Because I don't know.
Does her office have like a balcony or anything in it? It looks pretty fancy, so
Yeah, so there's no balcony, so to speak. There are a lot of these like stained, very ornate stained windows that kind of very much kind of look like a big church, like these windows. Obviously, you've got the puppy tree in the corner doing its own thing. Turn around and it's like digging a little hole. It's really cute. But essentially inside the room, there are a lot of like oil paintings. There's a lot of like abstract paintings. There's a lot of these kind of the windows kind of like you can almost see the light dancing around them. Obviously on the roof in the corners are cameras. Duh. Mayor of the city. We need to keep the bitch safe. But yeah, and you can also see that the kind of the like large round carpet that her main desk and everything is on is kind of like moving along a little bit, kind of like it's a room, so to speak. So with all of that, if you want to, you can make a perception check just to see if you notice anything else. Coral, feel free to unmute yourself. Your time to shine, my dude. So Persephone,
Yeah.
all you're going to see with a 15 is that the runes along the carpet that are underneath her is a protection rune. It is a protection spell being cast to kind of like obviously keep her safe. You know that, and you also know from the cameras that you weren't able to hack into them. So these have got clearly some level of magical protection around them. But that is what you're seeing. Coral, my man.
I'm sorry. One more, real quick, and I was just gonna say, hey, is there a place I can just go for a quick smoke, Hermona?
I didn't know you smoked. You know that's a horrible habit.
I smoke.
Can I do an insight check?
She does not fucking believe you for a second. For a fucking second.
I'm rolling insight.
Something, Wolf.
Oh shit! I rolled a 1. I do though. You really should not. It's terrible for you. You should really give that up. I mean, do you know what it does to your lungs?
Hermona looks at you, Persephone, and just kind of gives you a look that's like, really? Really? She's just gonna say, like, she's gonna give you like the benefit of the doubt. She's gonna be like, you're gonna get this like mental image in your head, and you'll hear Hermona's voice just be like, just do it. Just go. You can go out into the lobby. Just do whatever you want to do.
Oh, then I'll just do it right here. And then she sits down and she's going to cast Contact Other Planes as a ritual. Continue with what you were going to do. It takes 11 minutes.
So as you start setting that up, because I don't know what you're doing, Rose kind of gets down next to you and she holds her hand out and she casts Druidcraft to create this really pretty rose. Look, this... I wish I could do like a better actual one-to-one analogy, but this is what your lungs should look like And then I'll also use Druidcraft to start making it wither and die. And this is what those cigarettes are doing to you. Okay? That's not good. You need to give that up.
And then she casts Forward Energy, and she starts to sound like this, so when she's talking, you end up losing it.
I would, if I had thaumaturgy, I would totally do that.
Persephone just doesn't know what to say to Rose, and so she just stares at her for a while she's continuing to set her things up. Like,
I'm just saying, I care about your health.
Hermona's just gonna watch you, and just watch you with a bit of amusement. Coral, while all of that is happening, you are going to notice so many different things. First of all, the carpet is indeed a rune of protection. It is a spell being cast to protect Hermona, her work, her being who she is. You can see that the cameras are all basically just large creatures in the corners. They look like they are purely security. These things were made specifically to be cameras, but they can move. And looking at them, they look like they can move fast.
Okay.
When you're watching them and kind of turning around, all of the paintings are moving. Like a certain franchise we don't talk about. But a lot of these paintings are kind of moving. They have their own little scenes that they're playing out. It does kind of loop a little bit, but you can see that they're kind of doing their thing. The mirrors, or the windows are portals. And all of these windows, all of these mirrors, all lead to different areas. There is one window on the far back right of where Hermona is standing, basically in the corner. I'll just ping it. But essentially there's... Nope. Select. There.
Yeah.
I got bored.
Yep.
But yeah, so essentially, as you've done it, I don't remember how to do that. Yeah, you can see in the corner there that there's one that looks very similar to the tower where you guys had fought Oliver. There is one on the other side that kind of looks like the Bastion's base building. You can see that these are two-way, so you can go in and out. But a lot of the other areas are essentially landmarks around the city for Hermona to be able to get in and out to and travel as quickly as she can without having to worry about traffic and timing and stuff like that.
But that upper left one's the only one that looks like it goes to the other. Everything else is all of them are just places around the city, right?
Yeah, so all of them are places around the city. And two of them are just, as I said, the tower and the bastion.
Yeah. Okay.
So wait.
After a little while,
I honestly in character don't know, but there's a portal from her office into our bastion?
to the front door of the building, not into the bastion.
Okay. I wouldn't know that, but
Close to where we fought those goons.
Basically the car park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially, everywhere is just the landmark, and you'll pop out near the landmark, so to speak, which would be great in real life.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as you're kind of walking around, as you're looking around, you're noticing these windows that are kind of shifting. The giant tree is a giant tree that just acts like a puppy. You can see that the fruit all have this kind of shimmering golden effect. But they're fine. I mean, y'all had one of those when you got here and you felt good. So you know that's fine. And then as you're kind of watching, you notice in this very light and bright room, you notice that there is one small kind of shade of a shadow. As you kind of look around, you notice in the corner of your eye, a little bit of a shadow that's kind of standing there. And you're the only one that sees this, but you will see Headsman's just kind of off to the side and just kind of leaning against the wall, essentially. He's just kind of leaning there and just kind of watching. But as she's standing there, you can see that he is not necessarily unarmed, but he is in a very relaxed state. He doesn't look like he's itching for anything. He doesn't look like that he's there for any specific reason. Part of you does remember that you went back to the idea that Headsman had never spoken ill of Hermona. So part of you starts to get the idea of he's here for a reason, we don't know why, but he's very relaxed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on him while Rose talks with Hermona and everything.
Yeah. Over time, you'll kind of eventually catch his eye, and he'll like look at you, and he'll like do a little bit like his eyes will go up a little bit, like he forgets that you have true sight, and he'll just kind of like.
Or I return the gesture.
Hermona's going to notice. How's Hermona going to notice? Oh, yeah, she's going to notice.
What about me?
No.
Are you sure, man? My passive perception's through the roof. You sure I don't notice that?
Yeah, but your passive perception isn't as good as true sight.
No, I don't notice him. I'm just wondering if I notice Coral like doing a weird movement. I wouldn't notice Headsman, of course.
I don't know. You're distracted pretty heavily.
True.
You know what? You're going to roll perception. You're going to roll at disadvantage. I'll give you the chance to, like, know your friends enough to have a look around.
That means nothing to me. Disadvantage. All right, let's see.
73.
I see your disadvantage, and I give you a 24.
So at 24, you're going to notice the head tilt. In your mind, if Coral is giving someone like a little "how's it going," your mind doesn't go to any negatives. So even with a 24, it's not high enough to click into the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, if Headsman's not like being at all aggressive, if he's just there and just not visible, like if he doesn't have any sort of aggression vibes with him, I'm not gonna like indicate that. So yeah.
I think it's more. I noticed that Coral gestured, and I do know that he can see things we can't. So I don't think there's any reason to be alarmed.
That's true.
I don't think there's any reason to be alarmed, but I think it would just tune Rose into there's something here that we can't see. Is all.
Yeah. Alrighty. So
has it been 11 minutes?
After about 10, 11 minutes, Persephone, what does it look like? What are you doing? What do you want to know? Damn it, Cole.
Okay. Oh, we lost him.
My full setup was I pull out these like ridiculous looking like 80s computers, and I've got them all like set up around me. And,
the ritual is you plugging all the wires in? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the ritual is plugging them all in, and they do smoke, and I was like, I told you, Hermona.
She's just gonna roll. You're gonna watch this moment where you kind of with the natural 20 from before of like watching Hermona, how she was like talking from experience and all that stuff. You're gonna watch as she does this kind of like and like rolls her eye. It looks identical to what Rose does, down to a fucking T.
Got it from somewhere.
Stephanie keeps that, jots that down. So at the end of the ritual, I have to do a intelligence save, and it has to be 15. Okay,
I think you're fine.
Then I can ask 5 questions to whichever entity I've contacted. So I've contacted some demigod, spirit, knowledgeable entity from another plane.
Okay.
And you answer with one word. You answer with one word, and I can ask 5 questions.
Okay. Oh, didn't we do something like this like ages ago with... Yeah. Okay, I see you, bitch.
The first question I'm going to ask is...
I want to ask first, are you able to pick the plane, or is it just like you just pings, you just basically send a text to them?
Yep, it's kind of up to you. I'm just kind of reaching out into the other.
Okay.
And somebody's been like, hey, bitch, what's up? my first question is: are you familiar with us? Like, do you know us?
After a few seconds, you're just going to get a yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 questions.
Help me craft this question, you guys. I'm trying to craft the question to be like, how is Hermona who she says she is? Actually, is that
pretty well stated? It's
yeah, be more specific. Is this Hermona we are standing in front of? Because there's so many different versions. Like, I think we need to just be specific.
But they're all gonna. I think if they're all called Hermona,
people could have the same name, different personality. So
yeah, is this the same?
Yeah.
Is this the same Hermona?
Yeah,
this
I think we
is a person with Hermona's name. So yeah, we need to be specific with it. You're both on the right track though.
Is this the same Hermona from the stories that is standing in front of us?
Related.
Okay, that's what she said too. That's what she said.
I honestly thought you were just making that joke, and then I didn't get it. I was like, until you repeated it, I was like, I don't get that one.
No,
I'm gonna Druidcraft real quick.
Yeah, so that's why I was like,
I'm gonna just Druidcraft a little breeze to just kind of blow the smoke from all his computers away from the group.
I'm gonna. Are you aware of us ascending to godhood?
Inconclusive. I saw that look. That look was just straight up, bitch.
Have we met you?
Oh.
Yes.
I got one more question. What should it be, y'all?
This spell, do you say the questions out loud, or are they like in your head telepathically communicating?
I think it doesn't necessarily. I'm mentally contacting, is what it says. So, like in my mind here, I'm kind of like, I'm DMing. We're in the DMs.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
You're on MSN Messenger.
Yeah.
AIM.
AOL.
Yeah.
I'm close enough to that.
I don't have to ask 5 questions. I can just end the spell.
No, don't waste it. Ask something.
You might as well.
What you up to?
How you doing?
Give me a clue about who you are.
With a 1-word response. Ooh.
No.
I mean, that can be the answer.
As you kind of ask that final question, Coral, you're like aware that Persephone's doing some level of magic.
Right.
And, like every time she's like asking a question, so to speak, I feel like Persephone's kind of like typing away, and then she like stops and waits for an answer, and then she goes back and does it again.
She stares at those little dots. The little 3 dots.
Each time she kind of stops, you're like letting her do her thing. It's on the 5th one because like you remember something similar has happened ages ago with a guard with a body. So on the last one, you kind of like look around and you notice that Hermona and Headsman are just kind of watching each other. And then you're going to see Hermona just kind of like close her eyes and give a nod. And to answer your question, Persephone, you're going to hear, "Hey," not in your head, but out loud, as the headsman is going to appear in front of everybody.
Oh.
Yo.
Yeah, look, I'm not here for anything. I'm just
Eavesdropping?
I was the closest one. Sorry, probably could have said something, but security. Gotta make sure she's okay.
My computers are
Hey,
like
Coral.
sparking and smoking. I'm like, you could have just said something before.
She didn't want me to. I was specifically told to just kind of stay out of the way. Hey, Coral, by the way.
What's up?
Yeah.
Alright, so you'll be leaving now, right?
No, actually. I, working for her. So, I kind of can't. But I was here for something before, but that's more if she wants to do that. And you just gotta kind of like look over at Hermona and give her like a look, and
wait,
she's gonna
do
be like,
what?
I'll ask them in a minute.
Do
You are
what?
such a You know what? I didn't want to believe it before, but you're like, maybe I am related to her a little bit too much because you're such a bloodlusting little asshole. You know that, Headsman? You could be such an asshole. You're like, yeah, I know. It's kind of what I do. You've known me, what, 700 years? Come on, Hermona.
I've known you for
They
like a
are...
day and a half, and I could have told you that.
Okay, I like her. She's cool. She's definitely yours. Like, these two are close. They're not, like, in a relationship or anything, but they're like, they are close friends.
I think Rose she doesn't mean to, she doesn't want to, but I just think she clocks that closeness, and it hurts a little bit. Like, I think she's jealous of what they have. So I think she kind of withdraws again after that little exchange.
You know what?
Persephone says, I've got message. Don't be jealous, girl. Look at his busted face.
He is rather ugly, isn't he?
Ow! If I had feelings, I'd be offended. If I had feelings, I'd be offended.
So what was this thing that you needed to ask us?
Not necessarily ask you, it would be an offer. And mainly, as I said earlier, if you remember, I had said that the other gods and their status, Olivar, dead, tough, no idea. Caglio, no idea. What do we do with that? But if you remember, I mentioned that Headsman, we didn't know if he was a god or not. The reason for that... you can take a break, I can take it from here. Technically, I'm not human, obviously. I am a demon. I came from the demon realm. I'm not human, but I still went through the same trials and tribulations as my friends. So essentially, we don't know what I am. And the idea was going to be, if you want to, do you want to fight?
Fight.
Yeah.
Why? What for?
Why?
Well, one, I can find out if I'm immortal or not. That'd be cool.
You really don't want to find out if the answer is no, do you?
Yeah.
Also, I feel
I
like
got ways around it.
there's easier ways for you to test that theory than having us try to kill you.
Now here, let me show you about that. You're gonna watch as he pulls this giant demon sword. Basically, this like katana. This thing is massive, like basically Sephiroth. A little bit shorter. But essentially, he's gonna like basically like grab it turn it around and just kind of like slit across his neck. And then you guys are gonna watch as it looks like it's done damage, and he's just standing there like, I can't.
See, I feel like you
Can't hurt
just answered
myself.
your own question.
I can't feel it. It's
How about if I do it?
he like starts stabbing himself. You're watching as he's like, it looks like he's doing damage, but nothing is happening. Like he doesn't look injured. He doesn't look like anything. This is a curse from ages ago. I can't hurt myself. And we've been trying to find some way to test that, and Hermona's not gonna let me. Apparently you can't kill your friends or something. And
Well-
again, Persephone, she's just gonna...
Well, we're definitely not your friends. Coral had a very good idea, actually.
Oh.
I like that. Well, we're definitely not your friends.
You said, what if I do it?
Yeah. I pull out a gun and point it at him.
I'll help.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have
Persephone's
to
like, I'll
fight.
help.
We'll
I got a
just,
little six spell.
we can
No
just,
need for a fight. I'll just shoot you.
yeah.
Well, obviously I want to make it a bit more entertaining. Hermona's gonna like look at you guys and just say, okay, I would rather take us somewhere where this can happen. We also... There are... I would like it to be a fight. I've not seen Headsman at his best. He holds back a lot. I was gonna ask if you were interested, and if you were, I was going to temporarily take away the idea of death from you guys, so you wouldn't die. Essentially, you'll come back straight away. Just as safety for you. If Headsman dies, he has ways to get around that. Essentially, it's just if he dies. Because he can come back, I can keep you safe. I just want to see...
And why do you need this information? What does it matter if
Yeah.
you're mortal?
We need to know the levels of the mortality that arise with the gods that lose their faith. Because as I said, if you remember, the gods start as a concept, and the embodiment is created after. This is a good way for us to test what happens when the body starts first, and then the concept comes after.
Will this information in any way help
You?
if we were to want to do something about Torval?
Yes. Think of it like this, okay? This is the last thing I'm going to say before you... If you want to do it, we can. As I said, the concept of death is changing. People aren't scared of it anymore. So the idea being that if mortals can somehow come up to the god's realm and they don't die here, what does that do for the concept of death as in general? How is that going to shape people's thoughts and feelings towards something that is inevitable, but has no fear? It's also going to change how the gods are going to feel about themselves, because this is very old, traditional ideas of godhood, and we're challenging that.
Yes, but if the gods themselves start to fear death, would that not just strengthen his resolve?
Not necessarily, because again, death is changing. Gods don't die completely, because we know that we get to come back eventually. So we don't fear death, because we're going to come back somehow. So what if we change that? Because you will always come back, but the idea of you changes. It's a lot. It's hard to explain. But essentially we're flipping everything on its head. We're reversing the effects.
What's your end goal here, Hermona? What are you trying to accomplish? I'm so tired of just not knowing what's going on, and I'm just asking you. I know you're not her, but I'm asking you for everything that Me
I
and the
need
other
to
one
know.
had. Just what are you trying to accomplish? Please.
I need to know how close you are to me. And I want you to make me either an insight check or a history check.
All right, let me check. Insight or history?
Yeah. Persephone, if you
insight.
want to, you clocked something that is a precursor to this, so you can also choose insight or history. Coral, you're ready to block this bitch. Like, you're not really paying too much attention. Okay, so with a history check, hitting a 23, earlier in this conversation, Hermona had made mention of the relation and the closeness between her and Rose. Had basically talked about how Rose was very close to Hermona and how you two had also clocked into and realized, well, you realized, Coral's not a part of this conversation, lol. But you had essentially realized that over time, this Hermona is speaking from experience. She's not speaking from history. Your answer comes in the same way as Rose watches her and starts to click into what she has been saying this whole time. You're starting to think clearly for the first time in a long time. She's not talking about how close you were with your Hermona, because she's talking a lot of experience. She's talking about how she knows about these things. She knows what happened. She knows this. Not I've heard about, not I've read about, not I have heard of this. With a 26 and a 23, you both are going to come to the conclusion that Hermona is in some way, shape, or form an earlier part of Rose's heritage.
Interesting.
Gross.
Incestual, but interesting.
Game of Thrones.
Clarifying that your Hermona was the first, was the start. So you realize that she had a kid or had brought someone in.
Oh.
Over time,
Okay.
the name has held up as people held up their names in history.
I did not clock
I
that,
like
so
the way it was.
I'm glad you clarified. I was like, what kind of...
I watched you both. I saw you both go straight to incest. I'm like, all right, you fucking Southern American hicks. Like, come
I was like,
on.
what in the Back to the Future bullshit is this?
Fuck both of you.
So I'm kind of trying to understand. I think what you're saying is like this is in some way, shape, or form a descendant of my of the.
Yeah.
Okay. Of me.
Yeah, we're not getting into that conversation. We are
Wait.
not getting into that one.
Hold on. Just let me make sure. A descendant of me?
Descendant of you.
Interesting. Now I am confused. What happened to me while I was asleep?
Forward,
this is like
the
actual Sleeping Beauty story.
No, if you remember
your
from the start,
grandmother.
you were teleported through time.
I was.
You fell asleep and were teleported. You didn't comatose bitch the whole time.
Sure.
You fell asleep and woke up in the modern day.
Right. Okay.
And before we go further, obviously, like y'all have heard this entire dialogue, this whole monologuing from everyone. There is a method to every bit of madness in my head.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Her comments to herself. She's over here just like.
Persephone's like.
She's on her phone. She's taking friends.
I think I'm just trying to wrap my head around how I have a descendant I wouldn't know about, or at least know that I would have the opportunity for descendants. But I'm ready to roll with it. I think.
Does that only apply to Rose, or is that for the rest of us too?
Only Rose.
Okay.
Don't make this more complicated than it already is. Jesus Christ.
As Rose starts to realize something is up, she just, her head kind of tilts for a second. You're telling us that you can make it to where if something goes south, none of us will die?
Yes.
I see no reason not to. What about you two?
Let's do it.
I don't trust it. I mean, she could say that we're immortal, but would we be? We wouldn't find out until we die.
Watching everything that's kind of been happening, you've been keeping a close eye on Headsman, a close eye on Hermona.
Yeah.
Hermona is, without making an insight, she would just fail it. She's 100% telling the truth. Headsman is hanging for this fight. He wants this so bad.
See, that makes me want to not do it.
Yeah.
Oh. Persephone's got that fireball spinning up. She's like, let's. Oh, okay.
Oh, I just meant because it would make him happy, and I don't necessarily want to do that, is all I meant.
I kind of really. We're messaging again, even though I know he can hear us. I really just want to kill him.
If you message, he can't hear. He was the demon that was called.
Okay.
A thing. Yeah. That's why I said he's a demon, he wasn't human.
Then I'm doing message. Then I'm just be like, I really want to kill him. I just want to kill him. Can we kill him?
Hey, you send that to me or Coral?
Both of y'all. It's just a cantrip, so I'm going like 6 seconds later to the other one.
I mean, it sounds like if he dies, he comes back anyway, but it might be a way to let off some steam. And we,
I don't see the benefit.
Do you see a drawback?
Yeah, if he can't die, then why are we bothering trying to kill him?
I think it's more about gathering the information that they're looking for. But again, I think we should come to a mutual decision on this, because they seem to think that this information may help them eventually be able to target Torval, and I believe that goal aligns with ours. And I personally, and I know I'm the first to admit I'm clouded in my judgment here, but I seem to trust what Hermona is telling us. But I recognize I'm too close to that, so I will leave it to the two of you, and I will support whatever we decide to do. I won't fight you on it.
Persephone's like, seriously though, I really just want to fight. If we don't seriously want to fight, I'll hold off, whatever, but I just think we should just do it. Let's just do it, guys.
All right, let's do it.
As you're saying that, I want you to make me, because this never comes up, there's a religion check, right?
Yeah.
Make me a religion check. Because while this isn't current Coral, this is conflicting with your past and your past ideas. So with an 8, you're having a conflict of personality and ideas at the moment, but you're a whole new person. And for free, you're the one that has kind of been paying the most attention to the relationship between the gods and who we've met. And again, going back to the idea of Headsman has never once spoken ill of Hermona and has never spoken against her. So the only thing in your mind, as much as you kind of don't want to do it, is this would not be a thing unless there was a fucking good reason for it.
But a good reason for them, which doesn't necessarily line up with us.
Doesn't line up with us at all, yeah.
Really, guys, I just made an awesome new gun and I want to use it. I'll be honest.
Surely there's other things that you could shoot.
It would let you see how powerful Hermona's allies are.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Yes.
Are we going to do it? We're going to do it.
Okay.
Rose?
I said I would honor what you two came to a decision on. So if we're doing it, we're doing it.
All right, Persephone, pull out her gun.
I'll pull out a gun and aim it right at him.
Hey, hold on one second. Come over here, everybody. And Hermona's gonna walk around the other side of her desk, and she's just gonna kind of like beckon everybody over. Headsman's gonna stand like just on the edge here. Hello, George.
Oh, I am not going in that circle.
You got a charger?
Oh yeah, just on the desk. It's kind of like powered itself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, something we can not long ago. It was really cool. Val's just gonna stick back for now. She
here's
I feel
the
like
thing.
through the time you and Val would have definitely spoken. You would have talked a lot.
I think Val would probably. I'll not put her on the carpet, but I think she would. I don't see any reality in which Val doesn't go forward with Rose, so I'm just gonna put her right behind me.
Okay.
Just in case the carpet is some bullshit. I don't want to get her in trouble.
Coral, you're gonna watch this radar. Oh,
I'm sorry, I was gonna say I'm still here. I just need like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
How dare you?
No problem. I throw up my second camera so people get 2 shots of me when someone drops out. Because I don't have a two. I don't have a 2-player. Shut up. See, this is why I like Alchemy streamer mode, because it handles all that for me.
Anyway,
no, it's me.
Coral, you're gonna kind of like you're gonna be pretty hesitant then, trying to figure out what you want to do, and Hermona's just gonna kind of like you're gonna feel as this kind of like a very light hand. You recognize a mage hand from anywhere, but you're just gonna watch as this little mage hand just kind of like slowly just like lightly taps you. So like moves. It can't do much. It can only move like 10 pounds of force. So it's like just slowly like come on. Do the thing.
Okay. Keep going around it. I'm not going on the carpet.
As soon as you get to that, Headsman's just gonna kind of grab your arm and pull you on. It's like, don't be difficult about this.
Strength check.
Strength check. Let's do it. Was that strength or athletics?
That would be he's doing strength, you can do athletics to try and get out of it.
Doing it. If I was still paladin, that was my my path, my subclass for it was the athletics one. No, just a 12.
Okay. It's not even difficult for him. He just kind of like pulls you onto the carpet. And as he pulls you on, we find it. There it is. As we come back to a place that we may remember.
Oh God!
From a little while ago.
I definitely remember this place. Shout out to Ataraxian Bear.
Yes, please. Their maps are fucking incredible. Well, the ones that I've used anyway.
I think I've played this level in Diablo.
It does look like Diablo.
I think I made her. There she is. Okay, so Hermona's also here because she's obviously here. She's going to stand in the middle. Right. Okay. Now that we're here, obviously, 2 rules. 1, we can't die, so go nuts. 2, headsmen, they go first. And also move closer. He's just going to be like, nah, fine. He's going to move down. And you're going to watch as the second form also appears. As it kind of moves down. Is that better? She's like, yes, much better. Thank you. And then... Now. Are we ready?
I'll look over at Coral.
All right, I guess this is happening. Let's do it.
I've forgotten how to do initiative in this. There it is.
the gold button for it. Oh,
Yeah.
I suck.
Right, so you, Coral and 11, need to roll for...
Does it prompt us, or do I need to just roll it?
There is like an auto initiative, but if you roll, when you roll, it changes it. So
Yep. So it'll do an auto initiative on the map itself, but if
Okay.
you want on your character sheet, you can roll it in a roll.
Okay, but it doesn't prompt us, like, pop up and say, hey, click
Right.
initiative roll or anything? Okay.
no,
I got
not
a-
like happening.
22 just to make sure.
That's such a good bonus. I only ended up with 11.
What's your bonus?
So,
Plus 9.
Jeez.
ooh,
Yeah.
alright.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Rose, you are going to go first.
Okay.
I think you can see side there that they have like it says 112. It's not 112. Obviously it's more than that. That was just what I wanted for the token. I do have it in my phone. So, Rose, you are going to go first.
Okay.
We don't see that.
Oh, you don't see that stuff? Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't. So you can change that to what you want it to be, and we don't ever see it. So you can keep up with it a little easier.
Hopefully it'll automatically do the thing. Oh. Okay, sweet. That makes it easy then.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to remember if to summon my wolf, if that was a bonus action. Or if that was a full
I think
action.
I made it a bonus action.
Okay, so that would be the first thing that I would do is I wanna use one of my wild shapes to summon my wolf, which I'll probably put oh god. Yeah, right there in the middle. I just don't know which one I should attack first. Let's see. Let me switch the music up a little bit. And yes, I'm doing music just for myself. And for the stream. But I forgot to tell you all about it.
I had forgotten all about Sirenscape.
Yeah, this is
Same.
the only one I use it for, and yeah, anymore because of alchemy. Okay, yeah.
So I don't know.
Do what?
I can never get Sirenscape to work correctly, so I just gave up on it.
Yeah. All right.
It's a bandwidth drain.
It
A
can
little
be.
bit, yeah.
Yeah. It's got some cool
Stay there,
songs,
buddy.
but yeah. Anyway, let's see. I'll put the wolf there. That was a bonus action, right?
Here's your wolf. Here is your wolf
Okay.
right here. Oh, he's gone.
By the way, I'm sorry. This music fucking rocks. Sorry you're missing it.
Okay.
I will. Let me see the ruler. I can get up here. Let me put the wolf behind the demon headsman.
Mhm.
Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll run over here. I think I clocked that right at 30 feet. Can my
Okay.
wolf attack first? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
that's you. What happens on your initiative?
Perfect. Okay. Pack tactics. So since this is probably dumb, but I will stand next to that guy so I can give this guy pack tactics. Okay, so it's going to be a +4 on this roll.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
And remember, kids, 2024 rules means flanking doesn't exist unless specified otherwise.
It was always an optional rule. Just so you know.
I like it because it makes the subclasses that like to get advantage, it makes them a lot more important, makes them feel more special.
First of all, I like flanking, and I hate that you took it out of Golden Vault.
I don't like flanking. I never had it in Golden Vault. Never used it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a great idea. 12, I'm assuming misses.
12 is going to miss, yes.
Okay, so my wolf doesn't hit, but what I'll do now that I'm up there, Rose kind of runs over, watches what her wolf does, and then she just kind of glances to Hermona for just a brief second, and then she kind of just focuses in, and you can feel the air around her get cold as she kind of starts to like swirl something in her hands, and she'll hold both of them out. And I'm going to aim a cone of cold to like kind of this way to where it'll hit both of the headsmen. I'm going to try to miss Hermona. So cone of cold, that's going to be a Constitution saving throw, DC 17.
Fail. And a critical fail.
Okay, so then that's going to be 49 points of cold damage.
Very nice. 49 damage.
And then
9 damage. Yep.
I hate that I'm like this, but that's the way Rose has been. He's going to just glance at Hermona just to see if she was impressed.
You're gonna watch as the cone of cold. Like, you are trying to avoid Hermona as best as you could. As you cast a spell, you watch as it kind of shoots out. And while it does miss Hermona, you're going to see that it gets close enough to where there's kind of like this aura around her that kind of like the cone of cold kind of like bounces around her.
Cool. But was she impressed?
She's like... She's watching.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. So, as we know, Hermona has specifically told Headsman that you guys are going first. So, Persephone.
Okay. Well, in that case, Persephone's like, hell yeah, and then she pulls out her gun, and it's a ridiculous-looking thing that looks like she's welded it together herself. And she aims it at the headsman, like, I guess the regular version on the left.
Yep.
And he's going to do a dexterity save, DC 17.
That is going to just miss.
Ooh.
Wait.
Oh,
Does
wait.
that mean...
Did
One on
he
the left.
fail?
he
Yeah,
fail?
failed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So I cast disintegrate on him.
Okay.
Oh,
Very
that's
nice.
a good spell. Oh,
So he's going to take 70 damage.
Very nice.
Holy shit. Now is Hermona impressed?
I don't think you can reduce that damage in any way, can you? Because it's not, like, elemental.
It's force damage. It's force damage.
Oh,
so
yeah, no.
there's not a lot of things that are resistant to it.
If you kill the thing, they
Yeah.
disintegrate, right? Like, isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Ooh, which I should just thought maybe. It's hard to tell when they're. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of damage.
That's
Hell yeah! Persephone's like, oh fuck, that was awesome.
Hermona kind of chuckles to herself a little bit, and she looks at you, Rose, as if like, is she always like this?
Pretty much.
But that'll be the end of her turn.
Alrighty. So, Coral, can you please make me a perception check?
Sure. 18.
18. So, kind of watching the battle, watching the fight at the moment, you're just basically watching for any signs, any information, anything that kind of gives you the information. With your true sight, watching the battle so far, the wolf hasn't hurt the demon. Rose did do some damage. They're looking a little cold. Persephone casting her spell, which was mighty fine. But like cast a spell and doing damage, it looks like he's kind of like burnt a little bit. But these are all kind of aesthetic changes when it comes to pain. It doesn't give any real indication of a mortality. So that's what you get with an 18. But what is your turn?
So I'm going to start off with using my bonus action to know my enemy and discern immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities of the
Okay,
headsman.
so immunities is necrotic and fire.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Resistances is bludgeoning. And they are normal to everything else.
Okay.
Unless you can create a spell that causes ego death, they're not weak to anything.
Okay. Nope, don't got any of those. All right. Then, yeah, for my standard action, I'll do my standard attack action, which is 3 attacks now.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Look
so
at you go.
Look at that. 3 attacks. 1.
Throw Coral in there and start playing the Beyblade fucking main thing.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
Alright, a 25 will hit, a 22 will hit. A 28's
And
a
a crit.
crit. That'll definitely hit.
Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. So the critical damage is going to be 16.
Which one are you hitting? Main headsman or demon form?
Main one.
Okay, so 16.
And come on, let me clear off the crit and flat roll. All right, go.
That is 9, and you've got one more.
Yep. And I'm going to use a superiority dice to make that a goading attack. So that's going to add a D8. It'll add a D8, and he'll have disadvantage to attack anyone except for me.
Okay, I need to ask, the knowing your enemy thing, those resistances and all that also includes status effects, or was it just elements? Because I always forget that part.
Ooh, it says...
Because I have a lot more to talk about if it's like status effects as well. Because I always
it
forget
says you can
part.
discern the immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities. So I guess
that should
anything that's
cover
on.
Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to their what they're vulnerable to and stuff like that, they are also going to be immune to charm effects, poisons, blindness, deafness, being essentially anything that takes away their autonomy or their ability to do something is going to be immune. So they are going to be immune to the goading attack. Does that do any damage, or is it just like an effect?
So that is an effect. So it's an extra 2 damage.
Okay.
And
So do you want to swap that to something? Because I needed to clarify. So do you want to do something else?
Oh, yeah,
No?
yeah. I guess if I would have known.
Yeah, you would have known.
I'll just hold back and keep the superior dice then.
Okay. So we won't worry about the 2
I might do
damage.
something next round though.
Cool. Okay. So at the end of your turn, Coral, you're gonna be watching and just seeing the reaction of it as you basically just pepper this guy with a bunch of bullets into his body.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna watch as he does start to kind of take a few steps back, and he starts to show that pain. And with a free perception, because you got a critical, you're going to see that he is bleeding. As far as you're concerned, he is mortal.
Oh, excellent.
Rose.
Oh, it's back to me. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. How do I want to play this? Trying to avoid concentration spells. First of all, I'll let my wolf attack. So then I will do. Is there a way to just roll? I'm gonna roll 2d20 and we'll just take the highest.
That's fine.
Okay, so 19. So that'll be a 23, I think, to hit.
Okay, I thought it was a 32. I'm like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to this.
No, they just rolled them together. I don't know how to roll advantage just off the dice tray.
Okay, that's fair. Neither do I. Yeah, a 23 you said? A 23 will hit. Definitely.
Yeah, it's weak, but So it's gonna be
like, what?
3 damage.
3 damage?
It's gonna be 3 damage, yeah. And then I think the smartest thing for me to do is to Misty Step away from this guy. So I'm gonna Misty Step back here behind Coral.
Come on, you two. Over here.
So, and Misty Step is a bonus action, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so then I will at least follow it up with a Thorn Whip, 30 feet away. So I'll go after the headsman too. Now seeing what everybody else is doing. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20 will miss.
Really? Okay. That's good information. Yeah, so that's what I'll do.
Alrighty,
Dirty
nothing else?
20 misses. No bonus, normal action. Yeah, I will just pop back there. Just try to get away from this thing.
Okay. Now that you guys have had your turn, Hermona's like, Headsman's bleeding. You're just gonna hear him kind of just like, yeah. Okay, that's good to know. Good fucking shot, Coral. Holy shit, that hurts. Okay. My turn. And you're gonna see as the demon is just gonna turn around towards the wolf. And you're gonna see him start to basically start to coalesce a little bit. He's not even going to roll, as he uses one of his abilities to guarantee a hit. The wolf is going to take... Let me grab my calculator real quick.
Oh, okay.
The wolf is going to take 23 slashing damage.
Got it.
And as it does, you're going to see that the demon form kind of basically slashes at the wolf and tries to cleave it. And then he is going to try to attack again. But this one's normal. What's that? 24 is going to hit, yeah?
24 will hit the wolf. For sure.
Okay.
It's got an AC of 12.
Okay, and that will take 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Luckily, because this is an extension of my wild shape, this thing's got 96 hit points.
Awesome. Alrighty. As it does,
I love
the
that
demon
homebrew
form
thing you
is
came up
then-
with.
Yeah, I needed to give you guys something good. But as on the last one, the headsman is just kind of the demon form is going to place his hand over the top of the wolf, and the wolf makes rolls still like normal, yeah? Using
Yes.
your stats? Okay,
It uses
can you
my
please make
stats for the mental stats. Its stats for the physical stats.
Okay, this is a mental one, so can you please
Okay.
make me a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. Oof. 14.
14.
That's
So
almost
14
good.
is going to fail. You're going to watch as, essentially noticing that this wolf is still alive, you're going to see the demon is going to kind of the darker energy that was kind of coalescing around it is going to start to grow out a little bit. And you guys can feel a sense of anger on this thing. As he places his hand on the top of your wolf, and in less than half a second, you're going to watch as this kind of reddish, darker reddish kind of blood energy gets sprayed out, and the wolf is going to disappear.
That sucks. So, has it been unsummoned, basically?
Essentially, it's been, poofed.
Well, I don't like that.
Alrighty. Persephone.
That bitch killed my wolf.
Okay, so Persephone's going to run to here, and she's going to lightning strike at the 5th level.
Okay.
Or sorry, lightning bolt.
Mhm.
It's a dexterity 17 for both of them.
For both of them?
Mhm.
Okay. The demon form will pass, the regular form will fail. So is there still damage on a fail?
Yes, it's half.
Okay.
So 17 goes to the demon form, 35 to the regular at lightning.
17 and 34 damage. Yep.
And then Persephone is going to Misty Step, but I'm a little interested in these. this demon gate and this angel gate back here.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What the fuck are they? I'm gonna Misty Step towards the demon gate here, kind of as far as I can.
Yeah.
About 30
You do
feet
have
there.
a free action.
I don't have another action. No, I've used my action and my bonus.
So you do have a free action. So if you want to like do an investigation or an insight or perception check, those are generally like DMs will decide, I suppose. But I do remember reading that you do get a free action if you want to like look at something or like you want to say words. That's essentially a free action.
Well, I kind of want to take a look at what is this? I guess. What is this? What the fuck am I looking at?
So because you're close enough, I'll let you do an investigation check if you want to. It'd be investigation or perception, whichever is the highest. So with a 13, you're still going to. So with aren't you a what wizard are you? Aren't you a divination wizard?
I am, and I didn't roll my 20s.
Roll your 20s now. Because I just remember, because I started creating one for a different. Okay. Well,
those are for you for later.
with a 13, with a 13, even like being up close and looking at it, you can sense this kind of like this feeling of overwhelming pressure that's kind of like being pushed out against you. The closer you're getting to this, like obviously you missed this step, so you're just up here, and it's like this kind of like gravity and this pressure is just kind of like forcingly pushing you back. It does feel very malicious and obviously very angry, very painful, very emotional energy that is pushing you back, and it is forcing you back.
I've actually kind of thought about this. Can I, would you allow me to take my portent and give myself an 18 on this roll?
Yeah, if you want to. I did ask you if you had your dice, so that's fine. Yeah, so with an 18, a little bit more information comes out. You're going to see that this is clearly some level of embodiment of who Headsman is. You obviously notice that the demon form appeared at these gates and the regular form appeared at the heavenly gates. Watching the demon come out of this gate, kind of start to walk closer, move on its own. This is its own entity, and it represents the absolute darkness of Headsman. Yeah, we got complicated characters up in this bitch. And stories. Poor Kellen. Oh god, poor Kellen. Alright, is there anything else?
Oh, no, that's the end of my turn. I'm just thinking hard now. Sorry.
Okay. Cool. That's dangerous.
I'm feeling like we need to destroy these gates.
Okay. So, regular Headsman, he's gonna kind of like pick himself up and kind of like use like one free hand and like pat around his body. It's like, okay. Alright. Okay, Hermona, you wanted to see what I could do? Let's hope you're good with your word. Headsman is going to yeah. Headsman is going to run up right in between the two of you here. Coral, he's going to take his first attack on you. You're going to see as he kind of pulls his sword out as he runs and very much gets ready to kind of cleave, so to speak. Does a 27 hit you?
Oh, very much so.
Okay. Oh, you are very lucky. You are very lucky. You are taking 1 slashing damage.
Oh, okay.
But let me remind you, you are very lucky. So, you've taken 2 slashing damage. 1 slashing damage, sorry. And as he kind of like, basically does the first swing, you're both, or all three of you, are just going to hear Hermona just let out the most annoyed grunt. She's... You wanted this, headsman. Take it seriously. You're gonna see as headsman just kind of just... You asked for it. Okay.
We didn't. Hermona just did.
He's gonna take it seriously. Rose and Coral. Does 33 hit you?
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Wait. Yes.
Alright. You guys are gonna watch as he grabs his sword again. And as he goes for another swipe, you guys are going to watch as this sword looks like it cuts through the air itself and splits basically the reality between it. You guys are both going to take 103 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I'm still up.
As he cuts through the both of you, it doesn't feel like you're being attacked by a sword. It feels like and looks like he is severing the two parts between each other and from the existence between them. As he kind of cuts through, there is a void left in between.
Is it too late to give you the 6?
I think it might be a bit too late to give me the 6. No, if you want to give him the 6, that's fine.
I feel like it'll still hit.
So with a 6, that is
33. It's got to be at least a 15.
No, I'm not giving you the 6. I figured it would still hit, no matter what.
Oh, with a 6,
modifier.
With a 6, it will make it 21.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
For
I'm
me,
not bothered.
anyway.
Yeah, no.
It might matter for Coral.
Does a 21 hit Coral?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are going to watch and feel as this sword essentially like reaches into this kind of like point of space. And as he kind of like slices through, the two of you are going to kind of understand in this moment as it basically severs the connection between the two body parts it cuts through and leaves a void in the middle. There's going to be a point now where you really click in and realize why Headsman is the most dangerous creature to exist at the moment. He is mortal, but there's a reason why he has lived for hundreds of years without knowing whether he dies or not. As it cuts through, eventually the void is going to close. The two of you are going to take that damage. So I think it's safe to say that Rose is probably down.
I'm down, yeah.
Coral's still up?
A little bit, yep.
With that, Coral, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to take a little step back here and just unload on the guy. And
Hang on.
I'm going to use... Yeah, I'm going to use my action surge.
Does the 19 hit you? Because you took a step back, and that's leaving attack of opportunity.
Hold on a second. There is a thing I can
You have a
do.
thing to stop that?
Yep, where is it? I know there's a thing. Yes. Here we go. When you so to avoid that, I need to activate Second Wind. So Second Wind, with that, I get a tactical shift. So
Okay.
I can move half my speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
And you heal.
Okay, you're good.
Yep. So let's do that. So Second Wind gets me back a little bit of health. D10 plus 11. So 17 health. So yeah, that made a big difference, didn't it? All right. Yep. All right. So now, yeah. So backing up to there-ish, and yeah, firing is double check action surge. Action surge is a special action, not a bonus. Okay, cool. So I can still do that. All right. Then yeah, that's 6 shots coming at him.
Oh, damn.
Go for it. Fighters.
All right. Fighters.
Fighters. Brokey.
All the bullets.
That's a hit. That's a miss.
That's also
So
going to
we've
be
got one hit
missed.
so far. That's a miss. Yep.
Oh,
I'm rolling crap. Oh my god.
these have been so bad.
Oh my god. Only one double digit. All
Oh
right.
my
One
god.
hit.
You hit him
This was-
once.
This was like us last night on Golden Vault. I don't think any
Oh
of
my
us
God.
rolled
Oh
a
my
nine.
god.
That's terrible. All right. Yeah, 11 damage. And
11 damage is still good.
that's yeah. He did 100 to me. 11's turnabout. Yeah, that's fine. All right, yeah. That was a move, that was a bonus, and that was a regular, so I'm good.
I still think we've dealt more damage to him than 103.
Okay. Fine. Hello. So, on your turn, Rose, you are going to obviously... You're downed. And Hermona did promise that she was going to make sure that that wouldn't happen. And you, as it comes to your turn, you kind of feel that everything kind of coming in. You feel yourself kind of being almost like innately stitched back together. And as you do, you can feel this kind of like, basically life energy, this very bright light, the green kind of feeling of the nature that you know and love and have come to essentially work with. But as it does, you can feel yourself kind of being brought back straight away, and you are going to be teleported next to Hermona. Val is also going to be next to her because she's not making her. I'm not making her fight. But as you do, you kind of come back, and you're next to Hermona. You can feel this kind of energy around you. And because you did see it with the Cone of Cold, this is the same kind of aura that she had, which had not allowed her to take damage.
So
That does, unfortunately,
yes.
mean you can't take your turn. Essentially, your
Okay.
turn spent coming back, and you are now inside this field.
How
You're
much-
right there. Can you not show your booty hole on stream, please, George? Thank
how
you.
much HP do I have?
You'll be full. Essentially, it's a
Oh.
long rest.
Oh, all
She's
right.
bringing you back.
So I'd take a long
Chris
rest.
Tiffany's like, so how many times can this happen?
Infinity.
What was that? Come on.
So you're telling me Hermona's got like a protective kind of field around her?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hello.
This little shit. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Flip. You little fuck.
Oh,
I can't even
he's
shit without this guy running into the bathroom. Hello.
Oh, he loves you. Look at him.
Yeah, because I clean up after him and I feed him.
Pretty much all it takes.
Yeah, pretty much.
don't
So yeah,
even-
so you're going to get that, and that will be fine. It is now the demon form's turn. Can he make it to you? Unfortunately, he can. So he's gonna run up behind you, Persephone. I feel like I should just ask you, what is your AC?
14. I do have
I'll be
shield
real
though.
here. Okay, you got shield. All right. What does shield do? Add 5, so it brings you up to a 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Somehow, in some world, you needed a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and his first attack is a 4.
Hey.
That meets it, but it doesn't. I don't let creatures meets that beats it. I let my players meets it beats it. The second one, on the other hand, yeah, that one hits. Okay.
I don't have that much left.
That divided by that. So you only take 23 slashing damage from the second hit.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. Let me roll a d6. Can he do that again? No, he cannot. So he is going to end his turn after slashing. But you you're watching now as you're standing in between him and this demon gate behind you. You're getting this, like, that sense of pressure and pushback is kind of starting to become very overwhelming. It's starting to feel like it's less of a kind of an emotional attachment feeling and more of a, you can feel like a force pushing you back.
Okay.
But it is your turn, so that's cool.
Well, then in that case, I will cast Lightning Bolt at 5th level.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a straight line on both of them right in front of me.
Oh, what is the range on that?
It's 120 feet.
Damn.
Sorry,
Okay.
100 feet. 100 feet. It puts out a 100-foot long line in front of you.
Okay. DC 17, right?
Yep. Dex.
Will they fail?
Yay. 28 lightning for both of them.
Nice.
And then, fuck. Persephone's gonna just go for it. She's gonna try to run.
Okay.
She's to about here.
Okay.
So
Now, when does shield go down? At the start of your turn or the end of your turn? At the end of your
I think
next
it's
turn?
just a reaction. I don't think it stays.
It does.
It stays up.
It
Yeah.
does stay up for a little bit.
Either till the start of your next turn or the end of your next turn.
I think it's the start of your next one. I'll
Until
look
the
it
start.
up.
Cool. So it's still up.
Until the when, sorry? Till the start?
Until the start. So it is still up. Yes.
So then it's not up. Because it goes away
No,
at the start of your next
At the
turn.
start of his next turn, so it lasts an entire round until his turn. Oh,
Okay.
because you went right after. Oh, wow.
Oh
I
yeah,
see.
you're right.
I see what you're
That sucks.
saying.
Yeah. I can do it again. No, I can't. I can't
You
use
can?
a spell slot.
Yeah.
This is your
I
turn.
can use a spell slot.
I don't fuck that rule. Fuck that bullshit. Wizards of the
No.
Coast, listen to me right now. What the fuck is
okay.
up with one magic spell per round?
So-
Why?
Here's
What?
the thing. That's not technically how that rule works. Did you use a bonus action spell? The rule is far more complex. If you used a bonus action spell, that's what limits you to using the one spell. A normal spell, a reaction is okay to use on top of a normal cast action spell.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I used a spell slot to cast Lightning Bolt.
Yep.
And so
You
I
cast as
cannot
a-
use a spell slot to cast a bonus action
Yes,
spell. I could do a cantrip.
But it's
But I
not a
can't use a
bonus
spell
action
slot for
spell,
a
it's a
bonus
reaction spell.
Yeah, this is the reaction.
That
'cause this is him
rule
trying to attack.
specifically plays towards bonus action spells. Reaction spells are okay.
I'm following. I'm hip. I'm with it.
It's
I still
overly
hate them.
complicated. It's overly
It-
complicated.
There's no need for it to be that annoying. I'm still pissed, by the way.
And they didn't make it any less annoying. And this is, we have this big conversation. That's when Psychic goes, okay, does a 47 hit you? And shield doesn't matter anyway.
No,
Yeah.
you're a lucky motherfucker. He rolled a 3. So it would be, without
Dang.
shield, it would be a total of the 18, so it wouldn't hit you.
Or was
So
that
I'll do
up?
shield again.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm almost out of first level spell slots.
Oh no.
Those are the ones you want to
no.
get rid of first.
Oh no. Okay, so anything else that you want to do? You have run.
No, that will be
Okay.
that'll be it.
Alrighty.
Oh, God.
Okay, so, Coral. Does a dirty 20 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I thought you had like 21 or something.
Set it up.
No, I did when I was
Um,
back in the other world. I had armor. I do not have armor.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to take 21 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
He is going to attack you again.
All right.
That one will be I mean, we've been doing the math so far. You know what the 2-hit is, right? No? Okay. I've let slip what the 2-hit is. Okay, 24.
Wait for
It's
it.
obviously going. Okay. Oh, can that evenly? Yes, it can. So the next one will be 16 points of slashing damage.
16, huh? Okay. Still standing.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Can he do his attack again? Oh, no, he cannot. That is not a 6 on the die.
Oh,
So he's
thank
just gonna
God
kind
it's
of
one of those.
watch you, and as he kind of like looks at you, he gets ready like with his attack, and you can kind of watch him. He meets your eyes, Coral, and he stops charging up his special ability. And as he kind of stops charging, he kind of looks at you, and he just. I mean, I'm happy to call it here. I know I'm mortal. Y'all have seen what I can do. We go one more round. You're gonna experience death. Like I'm happy to just call it, so I don't have to do that to you.
I look back to Persephone and Hermona and Rose and everyone.
I just wanted to use my gun.
You hurt my dog. It's your turn, Coral, right?
It is going to be Coral's turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm good with the draw.
Can I insight check when he said that, though? Is this him
Yeah, go ahead.
being a little pussy?
I think so.
Like, is he getting
I'm sorry.
scared?
He one-shot your ass. Sit
I know,
the fuck down.
No, we've done a shit ton of damage. He's bleeding. I want to know if he's getting a little scared. That's what I want to know.
You know what? Let me Google something real quick.
All right, it's not loading, but it was a 1726. It seems like the kind of the thing someone would say when they realize that we could hurt them. That's all I'm saying.
Nope. In DNS, in D&D, Michael, thank you. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question, because I don't really have a word for it. But what is the term used when something's only at, like, half HP? Is that bloodied?
Yeah.
Bloodied.
Okay. He's, like, a little bit more than bloodied. But not much.
He's done half his HP, and that's with Coral missing 5 of 6 shots.
Yeah.
The demon form doesn't even look like it's taken damage.
Yeah, fuck the demon form.
However, the demon form is weaker.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of picking up on that. I'll just let Coral make the decision. It's his turn. Rose is ready to back you up, whatever you do.
It's up to you.
You're done, headsman?
Oh. I could go all night. However...
I could too, but
we don't need to.
Yeah, I don't think we need to. Okay.
You sure? I mean,
yeah,
if you want to keep going,
I lower my...
I can do, like,
I have
powerful attack.
Significantly beyond bloodied here.
I mean, she did promise you to come back. They've got a global vulnerability around them. Like, if you want, I can show you, like, the big move. I think you'll like that one. You can see that one if you want.
You know what? I'll see it another day, I'm sure.
Oh, sorry.
What were you saying?
I said I'll see it another day, I'm sure.
I did it again.
I'm sorry, I peeked at that. Go ahead.
All right,
I said... All right.
I was going to say, I was going to say Coral said he'll see it another day. I was trying to help mediate and just fucked it up even worse.
Can't have shit in Detroit. So you said you'll see it another day?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Hey, Persephone, if you want, we can kind of end it here, or, if depends on what you want to do.
Yeah, sure. I just want to know what happens if we destroyed your demon gate and shit.
Oh, they're just basically like, okay, when you're like watching a fight, so to speak, and you see something like come out of a teleport and it's all dramatic and shit. It's just the start of the fight. I like the theatrics of it. Makes it look a lot more intimidating. Yeah. It does nothing. It's just it. I just think it's cool. I can tell you all about it later if you like.
No, I've just been reading too many fantasy novels.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's fair. He looks a little disappointed. Okay.
I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great.
All right. So, are you taking up Headsman's offer of not continuing and not seeing his big attack? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with this.
I kind of like Headsman now.
I would like you to know, like, what he did, like 100 damage to you, is like a quarter of what he was doing in my campaign at the time. Like, he has been nerfed because I had to. Not because I could, because I had to. Oh yeah, you can hear the beeping sound from Pokemon, by the way. Carl.
I thought you just had like birds in your house or something.
No, it was outside, yeah.
Do you have everything you need, Hermona? The information that you were looking for. Did you get what you needed?
Yeah. I think I got a lot more than I thought I would. I think we might actually be able to do this. Of course, it's a collaborative effort, so if you want to, we can work together and figure out what to do, but yeah, I think we might be able to kill him.
That's probably the best news I've heard in a long time.
Okay, Headsman, we're gonna go back now. Everybody ready?
Just about. I will cast a mass cure wounds on my people. 37. Just to feel better.
On your people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna watch then. What is the distance between these two? 41 feet. Okay, so Headsman's gonna walk about there. The demon form is gonna walk about there. You two are gonna watch as the Headsman and the demon form kind of come together, and they kind of both look towards Hermona. It's a little bit eerie, but as they both look at Hermona, she just kind of like rolls her eyes because he's a dramatic fuck, and she's like, "I could just do it myself." Headsman's like, "Nah, I'll let him see what they were in for." You guys are gonna watch as Headsman kind of places his hand onto the shoulder of his demon form. And you guys are going to watch as that same energy from before, like, starts to kind of coalesce in his hand. And there's just going to be, like, this loud bang sound. And you're going to watch as the demon form disappears into shadow. And then you're going to see as the regular Headsman is, first of all, completely healed. And second of all, you're going to watch as this very dark aura is around him. Everybody make me a Insight or Arcana check.
Ooh. You know what? I've got inspiration. Wow. I'm going to re-roll that. Why not? I want to know. Never mind. 18.
I'm just going to tell you everything.
Nope.
Jeez, I didn't realize you had a 32.
Persephone, quick question. What the fuck?
The modifier's 13 and I got a 19. That's awesome.
Okay, cool. Rose and Coral, even with an 18, Rose, you're just gonna see and feel this very, like, almost negative energy around him. Persephone, you're gonna see that A, he has completely healed himself, and B, this energy around him is a similar feeling to the energy that you felt coming out of the demon door, coming out of the demon gate. Essentially, what he has done is essentially given himself complete invulnerability for 2 turns, as he is technically basically calling upon the undeath of his demon to protect himself.
Annoying. Did they do like the Dragon Ball Z dance when they did this, like to merge up or anything? Oh man.
No, he basically just like put his hand on it and like cast a spell and just kind of like.
I'm just
think
saying,
of it like
if you wanted to be dramatic and showy, that's one way to go about it.
The most recent reference is Expedition 33. The reference that I was thinking of is like Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, where like you can just kind of like you just poof them out, so to speak.
That's what he did to my dog.
That's what the demon form did to your dog.
Jerk. Still jerks.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to have another one of these for a little while. Like, give me like a week or so, and I'll have another demon form up. It takes time. Hermona is going to. Yeah, go.
What did it feel like when I shot you with my gun?
Oh, with like that fucking spell thing that you did?
Yeah, was that awesome?
I'm gonna have to ask Caglio about that, because like, what the fuck was that?
That's what I thought. That was awesome, right?
I don't like you. That hurt a lot. It's not like when he shot me, like this conversation happening and Hermona is like not even listening. During the conversation, Hermona teleports everybody back to her office. But as you guys appear, Headsman is just gonna be like, he shot me like how many fucking times and that hurt? That hurt my whole goddamn body.
Yeah, that's what it was meant to do.
That was ridiculous.
I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna make it better.
As long as it's not on me, like, okay.
I would like to point out this was your idea. I mean, you're the one that wanted to do this.
I wasn't expecting to be shot and fucking half exploded.
You asked us to kill you.
Yeah, I thought you would have like swords or like I was expecting a gun. I mean, come on, people carry guns all the time. But like I wasn't expecting like shit like that. I haven't seen anybody do stuff like that since Caglio was fighting. That was crazy.
Like, oh, sucks.
So, as you guys come back, we appear now back in Hermona's office. You can all see, without needing to make a check, that Hermona is very excited now. Because she, as she said at the end there, she feels like she has a way to, like, she can do this. Like, there's something that we can do. She's not really saying much. As she's like starting to work on things, she's typing on her computers and looking at all of her paperwork and that. As her husband just kind of watches over and then turns to you, Rose. So, I'm not sure if you noticed, but as we said earlier, if we can change the concept of death, it's going to affect things. I'm in the same boat that you are, in that I'm not human. Obviously. As he like does a bow. He is theatrical. Like,
Rose
obviously, I'm not human.
Are you saying I'm not?
No. I'm saying that we're in a similar situation where we were created first, and the idea of hope and that comes second. So what was basically saying that if I was mortal, I'm the same as you guys. That means we can change things. If I was immortal, y'all will be on your own. So whether you like me or not, until we can get rid of Torval, I'm gonna come along for some fun.
Oh, joy.
Okay, damn, fuck, I don't need to come if you don't want me to.
She just kind of looks him up and down for a little bit. I have a feeling you're going to do whatever you want, really. And they seem to have taken a liking to you, so.
Like this guy liked my gun.
I mean, I can go ahead and find more information for you. I'll think of something later. You seem like you're in a situation right now. Headsman is just going to kind of like look at you all again, and then he's going to turn to Coral and just say, "You're a powerful motherfucker," and just kind of give you a nod, and he's going to vanish.
You too, mate, I guess.
And it is at this point where we are going to end the session. Because we have gone a little over, but we also started a bit later.
True,
So,
sure. Awesome. Killer,
lots of stuff
we missed you.
Yeah.
I could have used some Val in that little RP section. I needed my emotional support friend.
Oh,
all right. Well, thank you, Psychic, as always, for running this game. As a reminder, this game is on a 2-week cycle, so this should be back in 2 weeks. I think, Coral, you're not available, right? So we'll probably still try to run as long as Killer is better. If they're both out, then we'll just reschedule. But because we gotta reschedule at least one of the two that we do a month.
it's the typical Dead by Daylight Overwatch thing of, oh, this is really powerful. Nerf pig, nerf mercy, cancel temptations.
No, we're seeing this through. We've come too far. Okay, so that will be it for streams for the week, but we will be back next week with Daggerheart on Monday is coming back. I'm over on Walking Dead next Tuesday, and then we've got a Golden Vault to get us back on track. So Golden Vault will be next week too, run by our good friend Ravnock here. So if you want something a little bit lighter, I'll say what I said last night. If you enjoyed this, tune in next week for something that's totally different. That's something that's not like this at all.
Also, one last thing. This is episode 6, and at the end of every even episode, we do level up. Or you can take a bastion. Level up. It is up to you.
No, I want to go to 12.
Oh.
Good shit happens at 12.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the offer. Okay, so we're gonna kill
place is like ramshackle shack. It's like barely holding together. I'm leveling up.
Yeah, but Val has like one really nice corner. Right?
Yeah.
Val's got her corner that looks a little bit better than ours.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll kill the stream there. Thank you all for watching. I won't keep you long, but I do want to keep for just like 5 to 10 minutes for a quick post show, just because I want to clarify some things. I have some questions. But then we will see you back here next week. So thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.
Bye.